You're tuned into Recovery TV, the voice of hope, with your host, John J. Tassoni Jr. Discussions and information on addiction and mental health issues. Here's your host with today's guest.
Welcome to another edition of Recovery TV, and I'm your host, John Tassoni. Narcan, please get it. You can get it at any pharmacy. Put it in your car, keep it in your purse. Take it out of your car at night because the weather does affect it. This, ladies and gentlemen, saves lives. My guests today are from the mental health field. And welcome, Michelle and Jamie. You're with, who you with now?
Ellie Mental Health.
There you go. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Ellie Mental Health is a brand new facility in Rhode Island, correct?
Mm-hmm. Johnston.
Yes. In Johnston, Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
You do adolescents.
Yep. So we have 6 clinicians, and we start at the age of 5.
Ooh.
We do. We go up to 100, 101. Myself and 2 other clinicians, one meets with 5 and up, I'm 8 and up, and then we have a clinician who is 10 and up. And so we meet with children and adolescents and teens, and then young adults. So we provide individual and family. We offer in-person and telehealth. So really, especially for the adolescents, all different diagnoses that, come in, especially around school issues, depression, bullying, and really working with that youth and the parents as needed or guardians to provide the services that they need. What's great is that it's in person. It's right in Johnston, so it's pretty accessible. Beautiful facility. So we opened in July.
So one of the big things in the substance use and mental health arena now is adolescent.
Yes.
We don't have enough adolescent care. I hear it all the time. There could be a wait list up to 6, 8, 10, 12 months to see someone. And that doesn't help the matters at all. When you have someone who's in crisis and you need to see somebody, you need to see it today, not 6 months down the road. So what is your organization doing? And I'm sure you're full. No, you're not full.
Nope, we're open because
Okay.
we're new, and we actually can have up to 13 therapists. We have 5, and then myself, that's 6. So we're going to be hiring more as well. And definitely now that we know how it all works, we're definitely going to be hiring more individuals with different backgrounds. And we do not have a wait list. And we work pretty quickly, and it works really well. You can call and set an appointment, or you can go online.
Okay.
And you can put in all the information there, and then you can actually view the clinicians, and you can select who you want, and then it shows their days and times. And if in-person, telehealth, whatever works. And then if there are issues, I'm the main contact, so to work anything out. But no, we are accepting new clients.
No, that's great.
Yep.
That's great. It's great to hear. And local.
And local.
Being in Johnston, Rhode Island. So, so Jamie, you do what?
I work with young adults as young as 16 all the way through older adulthood, as well as working with couples. So I do premarital counseling, marital counseling, co-parenting, separation, divorce, you name it.
So, I think it was a couple of weeks ago on my show, we talked about how many children right now are living with their grandparents. Extraordinary big number. I mean, the last I knew was about 15,000. So when someone comes to you or the organization and says, now I got little Johnny, his mommy and daddy are either incarcerated or they've died of an overdose or they just left, how do you handle something like that? Or how do they handle something like that?
Oh, it's a difficult question because we would recommend working separately with the child as well as with the caregivers who are providing for that child, so that way they're getting wraparound services. And it would depend on their case how we would start working with them, whether they needed parenting support or resources, things of that nature. We would work with them on that.
Are you busy in that arena right now? Yeah. What about couples?
I love working with couples.
Yeah.
I work with a diverse set of couples, like I said, anything ranging from separation to divorce to co-parenting, learning how to regain trust in a relationship after an infidelity. As a wide range of topics that I treat using a host of treatment modalities such as cognitive behavioral therapy, and focus on each individual issue.
Do you get called to court at all?
I have not, but I have a coworker who has. So I haven't been asked yet.
Yeah. So where do you see the organization going once you start? I know you have to walk before you run, and that's what you're doing now. You're walking. Maybe next month you'll be trotting, and then you'll be running.
Yeah.
But how do you handle the uptick?
So
Because I hear all the time that the schools are in dire need of your services because there's so many issues going on. And I have a grandson, and he talks to me about things that are going on in the school. I just can't believe it. Just can't believe it.
So definitely, we have our first office, the one in Johnston, and like I said, we're going to hire more clinicians and fill that up. And we are looking to expand in 2 more areas of Rhode Island. And we look where there's a need for mental health clinics, possibly the south part,
South County.
South County, and maybe the Woonsocket area. And one of the things that, just so we're able to really provide the support to people all over. So starting now, like how we met you, and reaching out, and especially with the schools, really trying to formulate relationships with them, getting out there to offer our services, even having a therapist have the ability to be in a school or provide services. So just so we're able to really, especially the kids dealing with substance and bullying and all the issues. And that's why we have a few therapists who really, have a background working with that age group, and providing them with their needs, and what would work.
What about seniors?
Yes, we have.
Because as probably you know or you don't know, I'm council president in Smithfield, and I hear all the complaints about the senior center and what they can and cannot do. A lot of them are sheltered. A lot of talk about different things within the town. I think, if you can, focus on doing a seminar for senior centers. I think it would be a great help to the seniors, and also, they say seniors now. You got to change that to older adults.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm already a senior, but I'm an older adult. But they need help. A lot of shut-ins. Yeah. A lot of folks that they don't have a companion and that are by themselves. We instituted a thing where the fire department goes in and checks on people, wellness checks. But a lot of them are afraid to reach out. So if you had something within the senior center seminar, I think that would be very helpful, and you might be able to get some more clients in that realm of what you do. But it's the way we live today. It's not like the way we lived years ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of people who are shut in. My senior centers, and also my housing for older adults need to be looked at. But we're going to take a break, and then I want to talk about the senior centers and also the older adults facilities that need help. You're watching Recovery TV, and I'm your host, John Tassoni. We'll be right back after these messages.
And now back to Recovery TV with your host, John J. Tassoni Jr. Recovery TV is made possible by our supporting sponsors and our title sponsor, Kodak. Now, here's John and today's guest.
Welcome back to Recovery TV, and I'm your host, John Tassoni. Ellie is in the house today, and mental health we're talking about, which we need tremendously with adolescents, teenagers, older adults.
Oh,
You can't make it up.
no.
It's going to a point where it's really, we're at a crossroads of sadness. What's happening in the United States right now, whether it's in Rhode Island, Minnesota, Florida, Texas, everybody's having the same issues. The unstable economy that we're in, unstable schools that we have, unstable, everything is unstable. Nothing's running smooth.
No.
Not even our businesses are running smooth. So what made your organization come to Johnston? And what made your organization start with Ellie?
So Ellie is actually a nationwide organization that started in Minnesota over 10 years ago. So the owners, Matt and Laura O'Connell, they're local here in Rhode Island. They chose Johnston as their first site and brought me on to bring it all together, to bring the staff on. So we chose Johnston because it was that town needed a mental health clinic. And so we're the first in Rhode Island. No other Ellie's in Rhode Island. So it is a franchise, but it's locally owned here.
So Rhode Island's locally owned, but it is a franchise outside of Rhode Island?
Everyone will to franchise, meaning when you purchase them.
Okay.
But each owner is local and then locally owns them in each state.
Okay.
So they have them throughout the United States. I think Rhode Island might have been the last state where there was an Ellie. But when they were founded 10 years ago, it started in Minnesota, and then it just kind of, ventured out. Took off all over.
Why the name?
Why?
Why the name?
You could ask me that. The owner, what was it? The elephant is wisdom of knowledge. But honestly,
That's why I tell people all the time, I'm like an elephant, I don't forget.
I don't forget, right? Wisdom of health and mental health. But I think the owner who developed it over 10 years ago developed the name Ellie.
Well, it's a great name.
It's a great name.
Great name,
Yep, Ellie the elephant.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So what attracted you to Ellie?
Ellie was brand new, and given that it moved into Johnston, a place in great need, and meeting all the fellow clinicians, it was a major attraction to me, especially because we have waiting lists that are like 6 months long at your average mental health clinic.
Right.
And it's really hard to get in, especially since COVID hit. It's very difficult for people to get in places, and I wanted to be with a place that started from the ground up and worked its way into the community and became part of the community.
Right. And the other thing too is, I've been involved in this for a few years now. The issue of telemedicine has been unbelievably successful. Where you don't even have to leave the confines of your own home to have a clinician on the other end helping you whatever issues you may have. It's like unbelievable, because there's a lot of people, and I talk to a lot of people about, I don't want anybody seeing me going in
Yeah.
to talk to a clinician. I would much rather have a video chat and have the clinician on the other end help me through my process. I even like it from my primary care doc, because I don't want to go in a room, a waiting room,
Yeah.
if everybody is sick. You know, I just may have a little sniffle, but everybody else has got COVID or something else. So it's come a long way, and I'm glad that the legislature here made it a permanent fix, per se, in for the Rhode Island residents. So when you see an adolescent, your first visit, how long?
How long's the first visit?
Yeah.
Standard is 55 minutes, 60. Some therapists, I know Jamie's one of them, she tends to go over. But usually it's the intake session. So it's an hour.
See, I like that. Because if you need to get to know somebody who is going to try to help you through whatever problem you may have, you don't want the bum's rush.
No.
You know, all right, you know, I'll see I can bill for an hour when Jamie went over to an hour and 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? The bum's rush is the worst rush.
Yep.
Because it doesn't give the patient the love that they need, because that you need to handle a problem that they may have. So if they think that you're pushing them out the door and you don't give them a chance to talk, they may not come back. They may not come back.
Yep. And adolescents. Sorry, Jamie, go ahead.
45 minutes is just not enough time to fully get to know a person, learn a little bit about symptoms that they're experiencing.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why my sessions are at least an hour, because it's not a lot of time in the grand scheme of things to get to know somebody and what they're coming to us for.
Right.
So an hour is bare minimum that you would need.
And the other issue is, too, that the MCOs, the managed care organizations, they're just pencil pushers and money grabbers. They're not there sitting across from you and you're trying to learn about John. You know what I'm saying? They only, well, we're going to pay you for 45 minutes. I don't care if you go over an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't work. The system is not working for the patient anymore. But we got to take another quick break. You're watching Recovery TV, and I'm your host, John Tassoni. We're here with Ellie. Be right back after these messages.
And now back to Recovery TV with your host, John J. Tassoni Jr. Recovery TV is made possible by our supporting sponsors and our title sponsor, Kodak. Now, here's John and today's guest.
Welcome back to Recovery TV, and I'm your host, John Tassoni. Ellie's in the house, Michelle and Jamie. New business in Johnson, adolescent care, adult care, divorce care, a lot of care. So welcome, and thank you for joining us today. Thank you for coming on.
Thank
Because
you.
there's a lot of people that call my office all the time looking for people that handle adolescents and young kids because of the landscape that we're in today.
Yep.
So I want to thank you for that. So if you wouldn't mind giving my viewers your phone number, not yours, but the office number, so they can call. And if they're interested in making an appointment, they can do that. And also, if they're interested in going online to find out what your menu is,
Yep.
they can do that.
Yep.
Floor is
So,
yours.
sorry.
The floor is yours.
So yes, there's two ways. They can call 401-246-7090, and they will get a team member that will help them set up an appointment. Or they can Google Ellie Mental Health Johnson, which will bring them to the website because the website's very long. And on there is the phone number along with the online form where some people prefer online,
Right.
and you can fill it out all online, book an appointment, and go from there.
So I want to thank you both for coming on today because it's very much needed.
Thank you.
in
I
the state.
appreciate it.
And hopefully that you're lucky enough to open up a couple more in Rhode Island. That would be fantastic.
Yep.
So people don't have to wait 3, 6, 9, 12 months to get an appointment. So again, thank you both for what you do. It's not an easy job. It's difficult, but only special people can do it. So thank you both.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So coming up after the show is Kodak, the integrated approach to care. And we are now on 12 plus, all over the United States and abroad. So watch us. If you see something, say something. We'll see you next week.